Hello, everyone. Today, we're going to be talking about something I didn't think we'd be talking about. I've been making videos like left and right talking about October music, like, oh, Osama Sun, Nedspin, Ken Garson, Tyler the Creator, Yeats, Ian. Yeah, little did I know. Talking about Uzi, and it's not no rumor. Uzi EA2. November 1st, technically October 31st, 9 p.m. if you're California like me. I can't even believe it. I can't even fathom the fact we are getting EA2. And so the reason I'm making this video is because we're going to be talking about it, the specifics, the information we know, the information we don't know, just talking projections, my thoughts. I just want to tell you guys, I'm geeked. I'm absolutely geeked about this album. It was out of nowhere too, and the funny thing is, I've been at shows every time Uzi's done an announcement, like for this EA2. So yesterday, or sorry, 2 days ago, I was at DC the Dawn's Rebirth album release party, and that was incredible, by the way. And I finished the show, and then I look at my phone, I see Uzi dropping a song. I'm like, what? And technically it wasn't him dropping the song. It was kind of like the old 50s women singing diner vibes, maybe. Kind of just talking about like kind of a little album announcement potentially, as what people were thinking. And then I was at the Che show, which was also incredible, yesterday, and I'm hearing people talking about Uzi releasing a trailer to EA2 and album cover, and I'm like, what? And I see it, and I'm like, holy crap, like, it's true. And I gotta say, that cover is incredible. Guys, oh my gosh, we're getting blessed. The trailer was just unreal. And I know I get like a lot of glazing comments. People are like, oh, you're just a glazer, whatever. But come on, you have to admit that was one of the craziest trailers for an album we've ever seen. It was fantastic, and the vibes for this album are going to be fantastic. I'm kind of actually wondering, and one of the points I was going to bring up, I might as well bring it up now, is what are the vibes like for this album? Is it going to be on some Love is Rage 2 vibes, Eternal a Take? Is it going to be maybe more old school Uzi, maybe something completely new? Will it be Pink Tape? Like, what's it going to be? I really don't know, but I think the great thing is I'm excited nonetheless. Whatever it is, I'm actually geeked about it. And so, we have just so much to be excited for. It's going to be absolutely incredible. One of the things I also want to talk about too, which we'll get into, it features. I think there's a lot of potential in the features, and so we'll get into that, of course, first. But November 1st is going to be when Uzi drops, and it's Eternal a Take 2. One of the things I wanted to mention is, I'm not gonna lie, I actually feel like a bad person. I actually do feel like a bad person, and the reason why is there was a video of Lil Uzi doing an interview in which he was talking about Eternal a Take 2 dropping next, and there was, the Galaxy Gas stuff going on, the pictures of with him, the Galaxy Gas, and I'm not gonna lie, I was like, okay, like, is he okay? Like, is he okay? Because I was like, why is he talking about Eternal a Take 2, right? Like, he was literally talking about Love is Rage 3 being on the way, Barter 16, like, everything but that. So, I was actually, like, really, really confused. And, Uzi came prepared. So, Love is Rage 3, I don't know when that's going to happen. I don't know when Barter 16 is going to happen. But, we just get to look forward to Eternal Take 2. And, if it's anything like Eternal Take 1, we're set. We are set. Eternal Take was absolutely incredible. I remember that time so vividly in my life. Eternal Take was such a... I guess it wasn't the best time because it was COVID, but it really does, looking back on it, feel like a fantastic time. Like, I was in my college Spanish class, just my headphones in, blasting that. I wasn't even paying attention to the lesson at all. I didn't care. Uzi dropped. I think everyone was the same way. And then the deluxe, too, was just incredible. So if it's anything like it, as I said, we're definitely in good shape. Now, in terms of features, because I think that's one of the interesting things I love to always talk about, what's that going to look like? What are features going to look like? There's so many interesting points around features and, who it could be and just the potential. Of course, everyone's going to want the Playboy Cardi feature. Everyone's going to be looking forward to that. I'm, as I've said, a little skeptical about Playboy Cardi being on the album. And to be honest, I'm a huge Uzi fan, so I really don't care that much. Like, of course, I would love to have Playboi Carti in the album. I would absolutely love it. But I understand, right? It might not be the time, it might not be the place. It doesn't always make sense. So I'm okay with it. I'm really okay with it. But I do think one of the artists we can expect is Yeet. Yeet commented on his post, which okay, he's just showing support, but also he did make a mention all white, all white, all white in his one of his new songs on Lifestyle, which technically or is the bio that Uzi currently has on his Instagram. So that right there, I mean, is a little play in right there. So maybe potentially Yeet's on there. I mean, they've collaborated before, they've done amazing songs before, so it would make sense. Now, in terms of other features, I feel like we're gonna hit with like kind of a random feature. Like I feel like there's gonna be one feature on that album that we're like, whoa, like low key, just like don't expect it at all. And then I think there'll be some features we expect. Maybe Future, maybe Thug, could be anything. Honestly, it could be Wayne. That'd be really cool. I really don't know what it could be, but I think there's going to be some good stuff. I think Uzi really knows what he's doing. I think his management has it down. I think overall, it's just very well done so far. The rollout has been perfect. It's been fast, succinct. We don't know what's coming next. A song could be dropping tonight. I'm uploading this on Thursday. Thursday night, a song could be coming, and unfortunately, I'm going to be at Halloween Horror Nights for some other content stuff. So I'll be missing it immediately if it drops, which I'll be very sad about because I love Uzi. But we'll see. Maybe Uzi drops next week a little bit, maybe in the weekend, like right before Tyler drops. That could be a possibility too. We could see both of these things happen. So it'll be interesting to see, what they go with and the kind of vibes on that end. But I'm regardless very, very excited nonetheless. And I think it's just gonna be such a good album. Now, I do again not think Playboi Carti, I don't think it'll be on the album. I really don't think it will be on the album, but he could surprise me. I think if he shows support a little bit more, then I'd be like, okay, yeah, album, I could see it. But we'll have to see there. Now, in terms of first week sales, I did want to talk about it a little bit. I think, honestly, first week sales, it's looking like it's going to be fantastic. I don't know if it's going to, like, break any barriers. I think it'll outdo Pink Tape for sure. In terms of EA sales were insane. So I don't really know if it can break EA. We'll see, though, if it does. I don't think it will. But I'm excited nonetheless. I guess one of the interesting points, too, is what's this going to do for Playboi Carti? I mean, Playboi Carti is definitely pushing back now. Also, too, Ken Carson. Ken Carson was allegedly supposed to be dropping October 31st, and I've made videos talking about how I don't think it'll happen, and now I think this just kind of is definitive. I don't think there's any way that Ken Carson drops on Halloween because it's the same night as Uzi, and honestly, Ken Carson might be on the album. I could very well see Ken Carson being on EA, too. I mean, they're good friends. Uzi always talks about Ken, and even Lone, too. Lone could potentially be on the album. So we'll have to wait and see, but I think Ken's definitely going to push back. I think, if anything, Ken will drop like an EP maybe in November, or he'll kind of just go ghost a little bit. I mean, he deserves it, guys. I understand we want new music, but he's performed damn near 70 times for a Great Chaos Tour. So he's tired. He's burnt. He's gone around the entire world for this. And maybe he drops in the beginning of next year. We'll see. I think Carti, though, Carti is tough. I think I really want to say Carti's going to be dropping in November, but I don't know now. I mean, with Tyler dropping end of October, and then also Uzi dropping end of October, like beginning of November, does Carti want that to get a little bit, like, kind of old news, and then he drops? Or, like, how does he want to play that? Maybe he drops in December. I mean, we're really getting down to the end of 2024 here, and it's heating up. The thing is, like, Playboi Carti really necessarily hasn't. Like, he's been pretty quiet about, like, album and release, but everything else music-wise has been crazy. Like, Tyler, the Creator, out of nowhere. Lil Uzi out of nowhere. Yeet just dropped a banger. And we still, underground-wise, also are going to get blessed with Osama Sun and Net Spend. I mean, it's honestly, like, a little overwhelming. I could probably make, like, a freaking 500-minute video just talking about, like, how excited I am, because, like, Jump Out's gonna be insane, BAFK is gonna be insane, like, Underground's getting blessed, but also mainstream is getting blessed too. And honestly, I don't really want to talk about this in this video. Maybe this is meant for another video, but it's gonna be interesting to see the more kind of on the bubble struggling underground artists who, like, used to be really hot, or, like, are kind of, peaking a little bit, how this mainstream music will affect their careers, right? Because a lot of, these artists get the kind of clone allegations and get talked about, like, influence-wise, like, having influence from other artists, and especially, like, Lil Uzi. And so, like, when Lil Uzi drops again, and if it's, like, a really banger album, what's gonna happen to those underground artists that kind of, rely off like fans fucking with them for sounding like Uzi? Because that happens. It happens a lot. So we'll kind of see, how the economy of the underground goes from this. But regardless, I'm so excited. There's really nothing to complain about. I do think, Cardi would be incredible if we got something soon. Again, we don't know. But overall, like music, we're eating. We are eating in music. I was literally just talking about this with Playboy Cordy. Like music wise, right now, like just life is good. Like as Future said, like life is good, man. Like shit, life is actually good. Music, it's incredible. Shows have been great. Everything's been awesome. The end of 2024 is really just making this year one of the best music years. I mean, we got to think about the beginning of the year, like what happened. Like even 2093, we got a Don Toliver album that was really solid. We even got like 21 Savage dropping too, which was like cool. And then the Kendrick and Drake beef, and then also Playboy Cardi was dropping at that time. 2024 has been ridiculous. Ridiculous. So that's basically how I want to end this video, just on a positive note. Like we've been, oh my God, we've been so blessed this month, or this year. Hope you guys have, been enjoying the music as well. I hope you guys enjoyed this video too. I hope you guys are excited for Uzi. I know I'm very excited. And yeah, have a great rest of your day and enjoy your weekend.